So on this side, I have the ice, which is cold, dry air. And on this side, I have the cold water, which is cold, moist air. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen when we do cold and cold?
Might kind of everything like freeze a bit more.
Like frost might appear?
Maybe.
It's gonna like it's gonna bump into each other because they're both dense air, so they're probably gonna sink to the bottom of the tube and just hit each other.
Okay. So I have been trying to keep this really cold all morning, so the ice has been over this, because do you remember at the very beginning of this science lab when we tested the temperature in the tubes and we did 2 different readings? Mm-hmm. When we did the cold reading, did the temperature at the top of the tube change very much? No. So it stayed nice and low, remember? So that's why I've been trying to cool up this air with the ice under it for a couple hours so it would remain cold enough so we would get to see some effects. Okay, so I'm going to light the incense or punk stick, whichever you prefer to call it.
Punk stick.
That's because you were going to call it. Forgot being recorded. And because it's cold and I actually want the effect to happen, I'm going to cover the top a bit and keep the smoke in there. Okay, so what can you see happening in the tube? Maybe we could have our flashlight.
I see it's going down.
Wait,
oh yeah,
because my hand's blocking the top.
Seems like.
So you see it in the tube?
Look,
I can see it coming
the
up.
heat's rising.
I know.
And then the cold.
So remember, people behind you need to see, and Miss K can't be blocked over there.
Okay.
So you see it starting to go down? It's the cold.
Jack, shine on the bottom.
So the reason that it's happening, that it's rising a little bit, is because by creating the smoke for the air, I'm using something that's hot. So I'm actually changing the temperature in the tube, but eventually it will get cold enough and sink down. That's a good spot to stand. So you see the cold is starting to go down now? Mm-hmm. How about down here? Is it in there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Wow.
Now we want to get it cold enough so that the cold, dry air has the same type of effect and it pulls it over. Do you think it will keep it low, or do you think it will make it rise up?
Rise up.
Rise because that is like it's not covered, so it won't it would heat up because it's from up there.
From the air in the top. So if I cover it, do you think it would stay low?
Probably.
If I keep all the air in there cold?
Yeah, it would stay at the bottom.
Why?
Because there's nowhere for the cold air to get out.
Because cold air does what?
It sinks.
Now, this is the part where we need a lot of patience. It may not give us the desired effect that we want, but we can certainly try. Jimmy, you may not be leaning on the table for me. So at this point, do you see a lot of the smoke is still in the bottom one and it's pulling it down?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's going through the tube at all or into the next convection tube? No, but it's sinking, right? Can you shine the light on the middle part?
It's making a vortex.
How about on this convection tube? Anything?
No.
Nothing yet? So mostly, it just stays down low. Correct. Well, it's supposed to go over into the other tube as well, but it could take all day. I'm not sure. We haven't been successful to truly see it in both yet. But it should stay low, and it should pull it over, and it should keep them both low. Does it make sense that it would keep them both low?
Because there's nowhere to get it.
Right, because it's cold, and it should sink down low.
Oh, now it's going faster.
Do you think, is it going over into the other one yet?
coming out of the hole.
I know, the little hole at the bottom. Which means that it is coming over, so that's a good sign. Okay, get the idea? So, it should stay low there, low enough that it should transfer into both colds and stay there. That's what should happen. Capiche?
Okay.
So write that down for your observation. That was the cold. You can go right there. It should keep it in both colds and keep it low.
Keep it going.
Yeah, and not
And
figure it out.